Okay, so this is a segment on the gear that I'm actually packing with me. So let's actually start over here, and we'll start with the clothes that I'm bringing along, okay? So if you can see right here, this was a debate for myself, but I'm going to do this. This is my favorite shirt. So I'm bringing 3 t-shirts along, and I'm definitely going to bring my favorite. The way I figure it is, this is an adventure of a lifetime, and I should bring my favorite things with me if I can. I mean, when else would I want to wear this shirt other than what will be probably the coolest thing I'm going to do so far in my 26 years, right? Behind that, there is just the plain black t-shirt, which granted will get hotter in the sun, and I am going during summer months, but it also will look less dirty the more I wear it. And then finally behind that is an athletic, quick drying shirt that I plan to bring for the more adventurous activities I might find myself on. As you scroll over, I have here a long sleeve button down shirt. Long sleeve shirts, obviously I want to bring something like this so that I can wear it out to maybe somewhat fancier occasions. Gives me more options. But also, if I'm going down to the Amazon, I need long sleeves so that I don't get bit horribly by mosquitoes or other bugs and find myself with malaria and parasites. The other nice thing about this too is it is 100% cotton, and hence it would be faster drying than other materials as well. As you can see here, I have quick drying socks and boxers. Not only are they quick drying, but they are antimicrobial or fungal, or the point is that they smell less. So I've got 4 pairs of socks and 3 pairs of underwear. And honestly, I probably only need 2. I'm bringing an extra just in case. The way I figure it is if one gets dirty, then you're just washing one while wearing the other. But I don't need to do that on a daily basis now. I can do it every other day, or I don't know. But I'm just bringing the extra one to feel better. Finally, I know that you really do appear as a tourist if you wear shorts. So I'm not really bringing shorts. What I'm bringing is a bathing suit that can double as exercise shorts. But I want to have a bathing suit because, you know, I'm going down in the summer months. So this is the bathing suit. And then if you look up, this is one of my favorite pieces. This is a light, quick-drying fleece made by North Face. And this is probably going to be my main layer. In Lima, it could be upwards of 80 degrees Fahrenheit when I fly in. But if I head out in the Andes, we're going to find the temperature more like 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And this will probably be the best layer that I have. Moving on, then the pants that I'm going to bring are both quick drying and supposedly wrinkle free. But as you can see, they seem to have wrinkles. So here is one pair. And then behind that, the second darker pair. If you can see that at all. And then moving over, we have one of my favorite pieces, which is the jacket. So the reason I like this jacket so much is because it's a wonderful breathable layer. It's not too warm, but it's warm enough, especially with other layers on and this on. I bet you I'll be very comfortable in the coldest weather that I'll meet while I'm over there. But also, it can do this. And it scrunches down, and it can get a lot tighter than that. I'm only doing this one-handed, and that way it saves room in my pack. So that's wonderful. Likewise, these actually even fold up in little compartments, though I've yet to figure out how to do that. I've got my rain gear. So I just bought shells, really light shells that I can compress up and store at the bottom of my pack, because it will be the rainy season, especially in the Andes. So we have here the shell. Let's lay this out. All right, and then next to it, a pair of shell pants. However, they are a size larger than I would normally wear, because that way I can wear them over jeans. And again, just like the jacket, they can scrunch up. And again, far more than actually this. Finally, the last piece of really warm weather gear that I'm bringing will be my nice little skull cap. So you lose most of your heat through your head. I'm planning on getting a haircut before I go, so I'm definitely going to want to take this with me. You can also see footwear. These are not the actual running shoes I'll be bringing. I had to order those because they're waterproof, but these are similar. And then I also be bringing a pair of flip-flops. So there's the footwear. And then finally, the kind of gear and stuff that I'll be bringing along with me rather than just clothes, okay? So first off, if it can fit, I'm gonna bring a book for my pleasure, but I'm also gonna bring a book on Spanish, a Spanish dictionary, and then a book on Peru. So that's these sections. Moving over there, more important as far as like first aid, this right here, this is actually a UV light water filter. Now UV light is what they use in hospitals to kill off bacteria, but any microbes. So it will also kill off viruses as well. It takes about 90 seconds to clear an entire liter. And I believe that it takes only 2 AA batteries. It might take 4, but the point is that because it takes normal size batteries and not like a watch battery, I can pick up those batteries in Peru. Over here I have my first aid kit. I have my malaria pills, which is really just doxycycline antibiotics. I have my bug repellent that is about 34% DEET, which I was told is not enough to stain my clothes horribly, but enough to keep the bugs away. They said don't put it on your face, but if you just put it on your neck, that should keep the bugs off your face. And I'll be wearing long sleeve clothes anyway. Here I have a bit of sunscreen. I obviously don't want to get sunburned while I'm down there. And if I'm taking the doxycycline, I'll be even more prone for that anyway. And as you can see, they're traveling sizes, 2 ounces and 3 ounces, since the airport won't let you take anything more. Now over here, we have my internet access, which is my smartphone. So I'm not exactly going to make calls while I'm there, but there should be free Wi-Fi in plenty of cafes and areas in overpopulated cities, so I want to make sure that I have access to the internet. This is my headlamp that I'm bringing just in case. And of course my sunglasses. I imagine they'll be just as important in South America as they are in California. And then finally, oh no, not finally, but this piece is very important to me. This is the notebook. This is what I will be writing all of my adventures in. And I hope to have this thing filled by the time I come back, which who knows how long that'll be. Obviously here I have my immunizations. This is my passport. See the picture of myself? And then I have my money, my Visa, which should be accepted most places. The last part of this I haven't really done is find out how much cash I should bring with me, or traveler's checks, or just credit cards. So that's the last step I need to take, and I'll be sure to blog about that before I head over. All right, if we follow along now, we've got the water that I'm bringing. I'm simply bringing a water bottle and a 3-liter bag, camel bag, that should fit in my pack easy. This is actually a pillow that stuffs up. Let's see if I can show you this. Alright, so this pillow was given to me by a good friend. It stuffs up into the sack. That works. Well, anyway, the point is it comes out of the sack, you blow it up, and it becomes a very plush pillow, but it only steps down to this. Behind that pillow, this is very important. Alright, so this is what I'm going to bring in case, it's a travel sheet, which is basically a sleeping bag liner. And I'm going to bring this in case while I am renting equipment, I want it to be a little warmer, or more accurately, if I'm staying in a place where it seems questionable and dirty, I've got something to sleep in. And then we have, of course, this is the dry bag that'll cover my actual bag. And this is my day bag. So see, it crushes down to something this small, which means that I can then just hang it off of my actual bag. But when you unzip it, it then opens up. Let's see if you can see this. Hard to do things one-handed, eh? I'll have to get better at this for my travels. And what it becomes, if you can see, is a full-size day bag. So I figured this is how I'll bring most of the gear on the plane, because I'll be able to have 2 carry-ons, and I'll have my backpacker's bag and then my day bag stuffed. And then when I'm actually walking around the city, this will be compressed and it'll just hang off my bag. And then finally, the last piece I'm actually bringing with me is this shirt. So just like the long sleeve button down shirt before, I'm bringing another. The difference here is this is a nice one. I actually am bringing this for a very specific reason. It's for those times where I meet beautiful people that want to go have very classy occasions, and I want to look my best. So this is just going to be rolled up, stuffed in the bottom of my sack until the rare occasions when I need to take it out. But this is worth it to me. So there it is. My gorgeous Calvin Klein non-iron 100% cotton charcoal colored, so it's a slimming color, and that should be fun. And then finally, I do have 4 more things to show you actually. So first, this down here, that's my sleeping bag. That's my tent, and that's the bag I initially bought, an 85-liter bag for this journey. Here's the thing, I'm only going to be camping part of the time I'm there, and I can rent equipment, so why carry around all that extra weight? And I would have to check that 85-liter bag on every flight I go on, and potentially every bus ride they'll make me put it in back. So I thought to myself, how much is it going to cost to check? And then also, what would I pay for the convenience otherwise? And I realized I had to buy a new pack. So I went and I looked up what it costs, what sizes would be the least accepted for a carry-on. And the smallest I could ever find was 22 inches by 16 inches by 9 inches. So guess what? I got a measuring tape, I went to an outdoor store, and I found the only pack that actually fit any of those dimensions. And it happens to be a 44-liter pack, which is enough size for me to handle it. And it is the awesome Osprey Talon that you see before you. This is a gorgeous pack. I somehow lucked out that it also is sexy looking, but yeah. So this is the pack that I'll be bringing with me. It will fit all of this junk. And if it doesn't, then it looks like I'm getting rid of the books. But it definitely fit the clothes and the gear, hanging off of it especially. But again, with the combination of the day pack, I should be able to fit everything for the initial journey there and then hang it off. Because the one thing they're not going to want to have happen is gear hanging off when I'm stuffing it in the overhead. They want to make sure that it can compress down, which it obviously can. So yeah, that's my gear. I go back east to see my dad in 8 days. And then I'm off to Lima, Peru on January 10th. This would be awesome. Sorry that this is going to be a very choppy video blog, but I'll get better at it as I go. But that's kind of the point, right? So, all right, take care. Thanks for following. Bye.